Welcome back to CFB Enthusiast, guys. My name is Jimmy. That's Jacob. That's Patrick. Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of the College Football Show where we bleed college football. If you do the same, make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you're watching this on YouTube, if you're watching this on follow us on Instagram as well and TikTok, CFB underscore enthusiast. That's where you'll find a lot of our short form content. Today, we're going to preview and predict number 8 Ole Miss at number 13 Oklahoma, number 15 Mizzou at number 10 Vandy, and number 3 Texas A&M going on the road in Death Valley to take on LSU, a all SEC show.
Would we have it
It
any other way?
is.
No, we would not have it any other way.
Wouldn't have it any other way. Wouldn't have it any other way. Obviously, our upset pick, like we always do, and some trivia at the end, guys. So stay tuned for all of that. Fellas, let's get into this thing. First off, number 8 Ole Miss, just coming off of that crazy game to Georgia, ended up
Yeah.
losing, but they played well for the most part. Goes to number 13 Oklahoma, who had a bounce back win versus South Carolina. Um, guys, who we feeling in this one?
Um. Did y'all see what Lane Kiffin said? He told Hugh Freeze.
Yeah,
No,
to
I
change
don't.
the signs.
He told Hugh Freeze. He
Oh,
said
the
I thought it was
signs.
super.
Okay.
He, yeah, the signs. Yeah. Uh so if I know Lane, like I think I know Lane, Ole Miss is changing all their offensive signs this week. If they get into a shootout, OU will not win. If like I said in the UT game, if John Mateer's gonna have to throw for them to win, OU's not gonna win. Ole Miss's defense isn't great, but they've made big plays when they need to in games that's not played versus Georgia. Um, but they have the offense to keep Oklahoma having to throw. And I think, like I said, I think if it gets into a shootout or it's trending towards a shootout, Mateer's going to turn the ball over. Trinidad Chambliss doesn't really turn it over. That's one thing he's been a very efficient. Granted, he can run as well, but he can throw, and he's not throwing 7 interceptions right now. Um, I think like I said, I think it starts to trend towards a shootout, and that's when Ole Miss breaks away. I think it's like 17-17, maybe even 17. I think around 17-17. I think Ole Miss ends up winning 35-17, has a big second half because OU has to come out and throw in the second half, and they can't throw. So, I think OU. I think Ole Miss bounces back, um, and they keep Oklahoma just plummeting down the pool.
Yeah, I think Ole Miss goes into Norman.
Did I say
And
the score?
no,
No, go
I think
ahead.
Ole Miss wins. I think Ole Miss wins 35-17.
I think Ole Miss goes into Norman. I think they're pissed off after last week.
Yeah.
I know OU's defense is good. I know they've played good. Have they played an offense like Ole Miss? No, they haven't. Have they played a quarterback that can move like Trinidad?
Not
No.
even close.
I'm curious to see how not Bielema, how Brett Venables blitzes. Because if you blitz, you usually run man to man, and if you run man to man against a scrambling quarterback, it can get bad.
Like Archer's able to run.
Ole Miss's O line has played well. They've played well for the most of the season, and you know Lane's going to score. Like that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Their defense looks decent. I think they take care of business. I'm with Pat. I think it starts out kind of close, and then Ole Miss pulls away. We got similar scores. I think Ole Miss takes care of business. I think Trinidad runs. Really, I think Keewan Lacey. I think Keewan Lacey is going to be the difference maker. Ole Miss is going to be able to run the ball. Like they're going to be able to run the ball and establish the run. I think they win 30-14. I know most SEC games are close. They're mostly one-score games, but this one's just got that two-score win written all over it. So
Um, I think the biggest thing in this matchup for me is going to be Trinidad Chambliss versus OU's front seven. OU's
Yeah,
front seven is phenomenal, led by our Mason Thomas, who has 5.5 sacks this year. If Ole Miss can stay ahead of the change, ahead of the chains, I think they'll be just fine in this game against Georgia. It's not like they were scoring on one or two plays. They
yeah,
were they were scoring on 10 play drives, 12 play drives. They were walking Georgia down the field. Why? Because they were able to get in 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4.
yeah,
In the Georgia game, they averaged when they got to third down, it was an average of 3rd and 5. Very manageable, right?
yeah, very.
And they scored on the first 5 possessions or 6 possessions of the game, right? Those so Ole Miss didn't score on the last 3 possessions. I think they
and
had a 3rd and 10, 3rd and 9, and the 3rd and 10. So Georgia got them behind the chains, and that's when they were able to capitalize. But when Ole Miss is ahead of the chains, they're really tough to stop. They're really
Yeah,
tough to defend. And Oklahoma over the last couple of years, especially with Brent Venables, their calling card is, hey, we're going to create negative plays, tackles for loss, sacks, be very disruptive in the front seven. Obviously, we know Brent Venables is very aggressive. He will blitz. So that chess match, I think is going to be the biggest key in this game. If Ole Miss stay ahead of the chains, I think their offense is going to put up points against Oklahoma. On the flip side, can Oklahoma find a balanced attack consistently? Now, Torrey Blaylock went over 100 yards. Their running back went over 100 yards last week against South Carolina. We can't have this thing where Oklahoma runs for 48 yards rushing, and then the entire fan base bullies them into running the football, and then, oh, now they want to run for 100 yards, and then go back to 48 yards the next week. It has to be it has to be a concerted effort to run the football. And I feel like they haven't been consistent. So
at
we're going to
all.
have to see Torrey Blaylock get 15 carries in this game and see what he can do instead of abandoning the run and it's all on John Mateer. And like you said, Pat, very turnover prone. He will give you one or two, maybe three if the floodgates start to open up.
Yeah,
Because to begin with, John Mateer is already a reckless player. He's a great player, but he's a reckless player at times. But
yeah,
when you put even more on his plate to deliver, that's when all these turnovers start to just mount out of nowhere. And so to
yeah.
mitigate that, you got to be able to run the ball, and they have to stay ahead of the chains themselves. I don't think they'll be able to do that. They haven't shown me that they can run the football effectively. So I'm going to go to Ole Miss too. We got a clean sweep going. Give me Ole Miss 27-21. I think it'll be a close one, but I think Ole Miss pulls it out.
to
And I
touch on
think
your art. Sorry, go ahead, Pat.
um what the hell was that noise? Say back to go back what you said about if Ole Miss can keep it third and short, 3rd and 3, 3rd and 2, or even getting first
Mhm.
downs on first or second down, that's gonna allow Lane Kiffin to keep pulling shit out of his bag. And if Lane Kiffin's able to get creative, yeah, you're not gonna beat Ole Miss.
You mean like last week when they had Austin Simmons and Keelan in the backfield and Trinidad motioned in and it was a direct snap to Keelan?
Yeah,
That was a
exactly like
beautiful
that.
play.
Exactly like
To
that.
touch on the
That,
R. Mason Thomas thing, R. Mason Thomas might be the best pass rusher in the conference.
he's nice.
Like,
I don't know. You forget about me.
your ass.
I'm just kidding.
I'm just kidding, Pat. You're just not SEC material, man. It's just.
Yeah, I would. Yeah,
I'm just kidding, dog. With the right
yeah,
coaching, it could be good.
they're very. He's very good,
he
really
is.
good.
He's a DN, right? Or he's
Yeah,
inside.
No, he's outside.
He plays outside. Yeah. Um, Next game on tap. Number 15 Mizzou goes to number 10 Vandy, the college game day game. Oof, this is gonna be a good one. I think it's gonna be a really good one. Um, Missouri came off that loss to Alabama, and they had a chance to send it into overtime, right?
Yeah. Terrible
Ahmad, Har-
interception.
Ahmad Hardy was shut down. I think he had like 52 yards or something like that. Alabama, which that really surprised me because Alabama's run defense has been sketchy all year so far. They shut down Ahmad Hardy. And the thing is with Mizzou, it's kind of similar to what we see with Oklahoma. When they're not able to run the football, the onus is going to be on the quarterback's hands, who's very
Yeah.
turnover prone. And for as good as
Seven
Bo Prabula has
interceptions.
been, he's turnover prone as well.
Yeah.
But the difference between Oklahoma's offense and Missouri's offense is Missouri was able to run the football very effectively over the first 8 weeks of the season. Oklahoma hasn't. So they're going to need to get back to that if they are going to win this game. Missouri, Missouri is top 10 third down. On third down defense, Vanderbilt is second in the country on third down offense. Vanderbilt stays ahead of the chains. Why? Because they can run the football very effectively.
Yeah.
So Mizzou is going to have to get they're going to have to get a ton of sacks like they've been doing all year long. I think they're top 10 in sacks. I think they're seventh in run defense. So they're gonna definitely need to bring that to Nashville whenever they play Vandy. Um, LSU didn't bring that, so we're gonna need to see that from Mizzou if they're gonna win this game. But I think Mizzou, Eli Drinkwitz, they're gonna make a concerted effort to give Ahmad Hardy the ball, and he's gonna have another big game, a bounce back game, and I think that's gonna propel Missouri to win this game, 20-17 on the road in Vandy.
Damn. You said
Dude,
Mizzou 2017.
Yeah,
Vandy's physical, man. Like they are a physical team. Like they blitz really well too. Like they stay in their lanes when they blitz, and they're good at what they do.
yeah,
They're
On
all seniors.
offense, what they do with the O line is super cool.
how
They
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 flip the
they
guard and
flip,
tackle.
so they have that strong side and that quick side, but they keep you on your toes because just because the strong side is on the left side, they're not always going to run it to the left side. So, and they were talking about it during the LSU game, and it's very true. NFL scouts love it because these offensive linemen now
Can play
know how to
with.
play. They know how to play with both feet, and they know how to play with both sides. So, draft wise, they're very flexible. Both tackles have played left and right tackle. Both guards play left and right guard.
The
Which is
centers
like
play both centers.
no, but they just they don't. They Vandy doesn't die. Like when you think you have him on the ropes, Pavia hits some shit out of nowhere. Like they don't.
Bro, that 4th and 2
Yeah.
last week.
LSU also did a
Right.
really bad job of containing the edge. Like when they were rushing, like they were going inside way too fast. Like Harold Perkins and Pyburn were doing bad all day. Like
Yeah.
Pavia can run. Like stop just bailing inside. But that's a whole different thing. But I mean, it's interesting. It's like Vandy's at home, but they were at home against LSU. But it was a 70-30 LSU crowd. Like and they were talking
Yeah.
about it on the broadcast, and it makes sense. Teams travel when they play Vandy because where they're at. Fans are like, okay, we can go to Nashville for the weekend, so I get it. But just it's hard. Just Vandy's so I think Vandy wins it. They're just physical, man. Like I think Vandy wins 27-20. I think they just beat Missouri down. I think they control the clock like they did against LSU. And when you control the clock, they're gonna make Missouri throw the ball. And when they throw the
Yeah.
ball, they're gonna blitz. And when Vandy blitzes, they're effective. Like their linebackers blitz really well, like really well. Like I have Vandy winning 27-20. And I think they're just gonna beat. I think it's gonna be a classic SEC game. It's gonna be physical, but I think they just beat them down. Like they, I think Vandy just dominates the game. Jimmy, you were talking about the Bama game. I think Drinkowitz will forever regret faking the punt because that drowned him.
I, yeah, I didn't like that either.
That was a bad call, but I get it. You're
Yeah.
playing
That's what's
Bama.
up.
You have them on the ropes.
Not even
Well,
that,
Purdue
bro.
missed the guy on fourth down too, on the left side.
Wide open on the left side, bro.
Yeah, he
For the
was.
first down.
For a
Wide
touchdown.
open.
It looked like Pabula. He he kind of
Was
was
predetermined where he was
predetermined.
going.
Yeah, that's the word. Yeah, predetermined to where he was going to go with the football, and there was three guys there.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Vandy just from start to finish. I think they're just too physical for Missouri. The other note on this is I saw people on Twitter all week. They were like, "College game day picked Vandy." Like they love the SEC. Like they wanted them to go to South Dakota State, North Dakota State. And it's like at the end of the day, no. Like how often are they gonna have a chance to go to a top 10 Vandy? Probably
Yeah,
Who
never
cares?
again.
exactly. Probably never again.
I've been seeing people complain all over social media about, oh, that game day favors SEC in the Big Ten. They don't go to any other conferences. Tell your conference to get better. Like, there's nothing like.
They've here's what's crazy. They've only been to one non-SEC matchup, and I'll say this: what no other conference in America really week in and week out produces top 25 matchups week in and week out. Like
Then they
they
went
go
to
to the
Oregon and
SEC.
Indiana.
Yeah, that was the only Big Ten game that was the only non-SEC game that they've been to, and I get it.
They went to Oregon and Penn State.
That's what so too. So I get it. Like no other
Yeah,
conference
me too.
produces ranked matchups week in and week out. Like it,
And those are the top two conferences. Speaking of top two, I think there's we. I didn't mention it on the game prior that we were just talking about, but I just realized now looking, Ole Miss and Oklahoma are both have one conference loss. Loser of that game has two conference losses. That pretty much eliminates them from the conference title game because Bama
yeah.
and A&M are undefeated in conference. Vanderbilt and Missouri both have one conference loss. This game's gonna eliminate gonna eliminate Missouri from a conference championship. I think the Diego Pavia Heisman campaign continues to roll on. I think he's gonna come in. You know, he makes big plays. He carries that team on his shoulders. They just rally around him. Like y'all said, like that's a tough team. Like they're not gonna give up. They're hard nosed. Like they're gonna go in. I feel like they don't really care who they're playing. They're confident in
Oh, they don't care.
themselves. You take away his two silly turnovers, that bad interception and that fumble versus Bama, and they might win that game. They're both in the red zone.
Red zone,
Um,
two red zone turnovers.
two
Yeah,
red zone turnovers. That was bad. But I think Vanderbilt still has a legit chance to win out and possibly get in a title game if Bama or A&M loses.
Well,
Sorry,
A&M's
Jimmy.
gonna lose.
They play UT next week. Um, but it's just they're physical. They'll if they have to run the ball 50 times to win a game, they'll run it 50 times to win a game. I don't think they care. They have to throw it 40 times, like they'll throw it. That's just and it's a testament to Clark Lee, like what he's done with that program. And it's super cool. Um, but also going back to Bo Prabula, he has an interception in 5 straight games. One pick, one
yeah.
pick, one pick, two picks, two picks. So he turns the ball over. And if Andy can capitalize off of that, I don't even think it. I don't think it's gonna be a blowout, but I think Missouri comes into Vanderbilt and Vanderbilt doesn't even waver. There's not really a question from the start of the game. Like I said, I don't think it's a blowout, but I think Vandy wins like 30-14. 30-13, somewhere around there. It's just I think they'll be able to stop him on
Damn, Pat
Hardy.
going with the blowouts.
Yeah, I think they'll be able to stop him on Hardy, and then they're gonna snag some picks off of Bo Prabula. He has 7 on the year through 7 games. So I mean, I tell my QBs on CFD you can average 1 pick a game, and I'm not gonna bench you, but I'm gonna be pissed. So yeah, I mean, I think if he comes in and he even just throws 1 pick, Pavia's not really. He doesn't really turn the ball over either. Um, the 2 turnovers versus A&M was kind of uncharacteristic.
You mean
Um,
versus Bama?
he has, yeah, so he has 4 picks on the year, 15 touchdowns. He's completing 71% of his passes. So I mean, he doesn't really turn it over. He's efficient, but he can make plays too. So I just think at the end of the day, Missouri comes in and gets dominated from the start. And the Heisman campaign rolls on for Diego Pavia. I think if they make it to the SEC title game, I think he has a legit chance to win the Heisman, or at least be in New York.
I feel like everyone has a legit chance right now with how the landscape's looking. Like for real.
Yeah, it's actually super
Uh,
cool. On the ESPN website, it shows his stats on the year, and then it shows his stats versus AP top 25 teams. It's pretty cool. Sorry, I'm just getting sidetracked.
no, you're good. Um, let's talk about LSU, man. They're going on the road, or they're at home, taking on Texas A&M, number 3 Texas A&M, number 20 LSU. LSU coming off that very disappointing loss at Vanderbilt, which I definitely didn't see coming. I know y'all didn't see coming, but there's been a lot of speculation this week about Brian Kelly, amongst other coaches who may or may not be on the hot seat. Some coaches have been fired. Um, LSU fans are pissed off. So, Jacob, what's wrong with Brian Kelly and LSU? Can they get a turnaround this season? Is this a
Yes,
temporary thing? What are you thinking?
yes. I think we can turn it around because the talent is there. The Brian Kelly thing. I think it's the same thing we saw with his how it finished at Notre Dame. It it looks organized and it looks pretty,
Bless you.
but it looks organized and it looks pretty, but he's as a coach he's dysfunctional. Like especially with LSU, like you had Saban and Les Miles and Coach O. Like those guys understood LSU. They understood the fan base. Like from day one, I don't think Brian has really meshed with the fan base. I don't think he understands the culture.
Well, you try
Like
to have that
three,
Southern accent to try to fit
like
in.
like 3 weeks, like 3 weeks ago, he told the LSU reporters, he told them y'all are spoiled. Like who the fuck says that?
Oh, when he went off on the reporter for the
Like who? Like who's like? And it's not even like a North coach or a South coach. It's just I don't think he's because Nick Saban is not from the South. Like I just don't think Brian Kelly understands LSU fans. I don't think he understands LSU history and LSU culture. Like the Vandy thing. Like I get it. I get it. I get Vandy's having a phenomenal year, and this is the best year that they've had in their life. But at no point in time, at no point in time, I don't care how good they're doing, should Vanderbilt football be better than LSU football. Point blank, period. Like at no point in time should that happen. Like really ever. I mean, there is no excuse for that.
yeah.
And every time something goes wrong, Brian blames somebody else. Oh, the coaches didn't do this. Like Joe Sloan sucks. Like his offensive play calling sucks. Like I get it. You kept him around because he was Bryce Underwood's lead recruiter. The moment Bryce left, it was a blessing in disguise. But you should have moved on from Joe Sloan. Like you didn't. There was no point to keep him. Like his offensive play calling is bad. But it all goes back to BK. Like I don't think Brian Kelly understands the fans or the culture. Like Josh Pate said, like the LSU job is arguably the best job in America. Like he said it yesterday. If LSU does move on from Brian Kelly, people would be shocked at what kind of coaches would leave their program to go to LSU. Like there is no job like it flat out. It's arguably the best job in America. You have the best fan base. You have arguably the best home stadium. You have some of the best history. Like he, I agree with Josh Pate. I think if we move on from Brian, and I think, listen, I know it's A&M and I know it's Bama, but if we lose both those games and go 8-4, I think he's gone. Like, and I agree. I think people would be shocked at what coach would leave their job. Would Lane Kiffin leave? I don't know, but like he said a lot of coaches would leave their program to go to LSU because of the stature of who it is. I'm at
I
this
think there's
point.
a
I'm
handful.
ready
I
to.
think there's only.
Like,
So
I
I
don't
think.
think
No, go
Dan
ahead.
Lanning would leave. I don't think Lanning would leave Oregon, and I don't think DeBoer would leave Alabama. But after that, I think it's free game. Like LSU could go get anybody they wanted. Like,
Yeah.
and me personally, like I would want Lane Kiffin. That's just, and I think Lane and LSU are a match made in heaven. Like he wanted the job in 2021, and they chose Brian Kelly. Like that was very publicly clear. Like Lane Kiffin wanted the LSU job, and they didn't even interview him. So it's like now you have a chance. Like I get he's at Ole Miss, but a lot of coaches would leave their school. I just,
Yeah.
I think
I
he's
mean, you
just a
look at what he's
dysfunctional
done.
at Ole Miss with less resources and probably less talent. But
Yeah.
I think it just goes back like what we're seeing now with LSU is what we saw at the end of Kelly with Notre Dame. Like he loses the fan base. It's a dysfunctional team. Like there is no culture. We're getting dominated in the trenches by Vanderbilt. Like that should never happen.
Do
Yeah.
you think it's
And
a big deal that we've seen Brian Kelly on multiple occasions get into it with one of the players, a lot of times a star player on the sidelines, like
yeah,
having that verbal kind of altercation? You don't really see that. You might see a coach like tell the guy to lock in or give him a little pep talk on the sideline, but you don't see the player and coach going back and forth in a heated argument. We've seen that multiple times with Brian Kelly. Is that like something that LSU fans look at and it's like, ooh, that's not a good look, or it's
yeah.
just you kind of brush it off?
No. I think it goes back to
Because
that.
it happened again this season.
It did. Like he gets mad at the wrong people and then he blames everybody else. Like Brad. Like, and I think he does a bad job of holding on to his assistants too long. Like you're only as good of a head coach as your assistants are. Like Brad Davis is a terrible O line coach. Terrible. Like Brian. Like they even asked him. They're like, oh, because the left tackle's out. They were like, are you going to start Carius Kern this week, the true freshman who's been really good in practice and played well when he's played? And he was like, no, it's DJ Chester. We want to go with the experience. Well, first off, we saw DJ Chester last week. He got dominated by Vanderbilt. I get he's played a whole season. He played center last year. Like, you're asking a center to go play left tackle. Like, that doesn't work.
Not. And you only get the experience by getting in the fucking game, bro.
And it's just like,
He.
I I
I
think
think
he
he's.
I think he's let too much go on for too long. He's held on like Joe Sloan should have been gone. Brad Davis should have been gone. Like again, dude, like you're LSU, like you can go get an elite coordinator. You can go get an elite O line coach. Like and I think with BK what we've seen with Brian Kelly, what we've seen is you had an elite offense with Jaden Daniels and a terrible defense, and you wasted a national championship caliber team. Now you have what's supposed to be an elite defense with a bad offense, and you're wasting another roster that's a championship caliber roster. He has continuously done that for 4 years. You have one side that's elite, and you waste it by not getting the other side up to par. So, with that being said, it doesn't. It should the head. So, T. Bob Herbert on Barstool. He went to LSU. He was a backup quarterback at LSU. I think he said it perfectly. It doesn't matter who the head coach is. It really doesn't. When you're at home, Tiger Stadium is its own beast. The fans take it personal. You're in our home. Like you're not. You're in our home. And there's a reason Brian
Right.
Kelly's 18-1 in home night games at LSU. It has nothing to do with him. Just that environment alone elevates the players, and the fans just bury the opponents. I think LSU does enough defensively, and I'm hoping Nuss can do enough and not turn it over like he did twice against Vandy. I have LSU beating A&M 24-21 because I'll never pick A&M to win, and I'll also never pick against LSU. So I have LSU 24-21. I hope the defense doesn't really worry me. I just hope that the offense can score. Like we've seen it, A&M gives up points. They do. They gave up 43 or what, like 42 points to Arkansas. Like they're giving up 25 points a game. So I
Yeah.
think LSU wins 24-21. I'm hoping that defense gets a score on their own, but no, Tiger Stadium's going to be rocking. And it just rock. It's crazy to me because I've seen some LSU fans on Twitter too saying, "Oh, I hope A&M wins. I hope we lose." Like, who says that? Like, I get it. I get you don't like the coach, but who says that?
Yeah, I think they're just very fed up. But I agree about the game. I do think Texas A&M's defense is very inconsistent, very shaky. Because we saw that 2 weeks where they played Florida and I think Mississippi State, and they had that shit locked down. I was like, okay, cool. Their defense kind of came around the corner, and then boom, they give up 42 to Arkansas, and it's like, yeah, Taylor Green's great, but damn. Um, I think this is going to be one of those games similar to the Texas Oklahoma game, right? A team that's coming off a very disappointing loss on the road, got beat up in the trenches, back against the wall, coaches being asked all these questions, and you're playing in a charged up environment again. Texas playing the Cotton Bowl, LSU obviously will be at home, and they're going to rally the troops. They're going to rally the troops, and I think LSU. This is going to be the best we see them, I believe. I think this is going to be the best we see them on both sides because their offense it's been off for most of the reasons, but I think if they can put it together one time, this would be the time to do it against a shaky Texas A&M defense, a shaky Texas A&M secondary at that, and I think they got some revenge too because the Marcel Reed game last year was they shouldn't have lost that game and they end up losing.
To
So
touch on that point real quick, Blake Baker's defense, as good as they've been, what always hurts them is mobile quarterbacks. He he hasn't figured out how to stop a mobile quarterback yet. So
well, let's see if A&M deploys more quarterback run because Reed hasn't been running as much
yeah.
this season. He's really developed as a passer, which is really good, but he hasn't hurt teams as much on the ground. And we're gonna see. We're gonna see what they do. But I think yeah, LSU is gonna win. Give me give me 31-24.
Ah,
LSU wins. Go Tigers.
that's the reverse score of the Vandy game.
Go Tigers.
Pat, before you go real quick, can I say one last thing?
Go ahead.
We have to get off the field on third down. We didn't do it against Vandy. We got to get off the field on third down.
Hmm. Yeah, they converted a lot of third downs against y'all. Yeah. Pat?
Um, I had something to say about the Brian Kelly and LSU.
Yeah.
I never thought he was a good coach. I've always thought he's been overrated as fuck. You know, my take on Notre Dame. They play absolutely nobody. He was at Cincinnati, Notre Dame. Like, great job, dude. Doesn't understand the culture. Players don't respect him, as you guys brought up. He doesn't respect the reporters or the media. He's not going to get that respect back from anybody. But to me, you kind of hit it on the head, Jacob, with he holds on to his coordinators too long. He's had 4 incredibly talented LSU rosters, and he's done absolutely nothing. Nothing. Even if LSU wins out, they either need to fire him or he needs to take another job somewhere else to save his face. Because if they keep him and they revert back to this next year again, he'll get fired. It's just gonna be the same path every year. Like, he's gone 10-4, 10-3, 9-4, 5-2, and you have cores of guys from those teams thriving in the NFL. Like you said, LSU can get anybody in the country that they want. Anybody. They don't even have to have a coach to recruit. Guys commit there off of the brand, not the fact that they have the most players in the NFL in the last 5 years, 4 years. But the biggest thing for me that I think is it's the holding on to the coordinators, and he's too much in modern day right now, modern college football, he's too much of a old head. Old heads will no longer thrive in college football. Oh, I want to play this guy because he has experience. Who cares? If you're good enough to play and you can benefit the team to win, then you need to be playing. But these older coaches, they need to sit, they need to develop, they need to learn. This guy's been here for a couple of years. He deserves it. Why? Because he's been there? He was just so happened to be born before this player. I think that I know this isn't biased, but Dan Lanning, that's one thing he's big on. If you're good enough to play, you're gonna play. Whether you're a freshman and you're gonna take a spot from a junior or senior, it doesn't matter. If the team can be better with this guy on the field than this guy, he needs to play. I think LSU would. I know Joe Burrow, they want a natty, but LSU's been year in and year out this top contender, and then the coaching just brings him down. Ed Orgeron had that one year with that crazy roster, but other than that, he never really took them where they could have been. Brian Kelly hasn't gotten over that hump. You give them Lane Kiffin, I think they get over that hump. He can bring in a DC. He can keep Blake Baker. Call me crazy, but you bring over Marcus Freeman. He fixes that defense. I mean, he fixes the whole culture there. He's not. That's a guy I want to play for. You bring in Kenny Dillingham. I know he's out of his alma mater. That might be a super reach, but he just has a great culture. Players where they respect him. But to me, or even Joe Brady from the NFL,
Now,
James Franklin.
yeah.
You give James Franklin the resources that LSU has, the recruiting that LSU has. I know he didn't win the big games at Penn State, but he would have more talent and resources at LSU than he ever had at Penn State. And he won with Vandy in the SEC with Vanderbilt.
He won 9 games 2, 3 years in a
Nine
row with
games with
Vandy.
Vanderbilt. You put him in LSU, he was already recruiting at a high level at Penn State. I know I don't know how LSU fans will feel about that, but to me, he's a damn good coach. I know the big games are his knock, but you would have more talent than you ever had at LSU, and you have the home field advantage that no other team has. Takes me into the LSU A&M game, I don't trust either defense to do anything in the game. Mainly because you brought up Blake Baker's defense has not been able to stop the mobile QBs. We saw that last year. A&M's defense has been hit or miss, like y'all both mentioned. Both of these offenses, when they're at their peak, they're explosive as hell. Any receiver can catch the ball, and they're gone. Nuss looks healthy. I didn't see the game last week. I watched the highlights, but I listened to the whole game on the radio, so I didn't really see a lot of it. I didn't really see anything besides the highlights. But he still looks healthy. Like, he's not looking like he's half-assing throws because he has no torso. But I think whoever
He
wins this
got popped a
game
couple
is
times
going to be.
too.
Oh, did he? And I
Can
know
what?
A&M can get after the pass. So he got popped a couple times.
Yeah,
I know
our
A&M can
line
get after the
sucks.
pass rusher with A&M can get after the pass rusher with the best of them. So Brian Kelly's going to be dumb and start a center at right tackle. I don't know how good DJ Chester is at tackle.
Left
I haven't
tackle.
seen the games like you have. Oh Jesus, that's even worse. Uh, Either way,
Our
I
right
think
tackle is
both
the worst graded
defenses.
lineman in college football.
That's right,
Jesus Christ! Right, you said right tackle.
and he's going up against Cassius,
Our
and
right
he's
tackle
going
is
up
the
against
worst graded
Cassius
lineman in
Howard.
college football, and the left tackle's out.
Jeez.
So I think whoever wins this game is going to have to. It's going to be a shootout. A&M is going to come in wanting to make a statement. They're number
Hold up, Pat. I
3.
can't hear
They're
you.
undefeated.
Neither can
Hello?
I.
What the hell? Hello?
He cut off when we were talking about the tackles.
Uh,
Damn.
Yeah, our right tackle is the worst graded tackle or the worst graded O lineman in college. He's ranked like 698 of like 698.
What's his name?
Weston Davis.
Hmm. Let's see. Can't get worse than that.
Oh, Pat.
Oh, he's a freshman.
He's a red shirt. He's a red shirt freshman. The left tackle was a red shirt freshman. The left guard was a red shirt freshman. The center's that transfer junior, and the right guard's that transfer senior.
Damn, what was he doing last year?
hello?
There
Can you
you
hear me
go.
now?
Yo,
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
it cut off when we were talking about the tackles.
oh okay. Why isn't this turning now? Bro, what the fuck? I don't know. It's not turning. Um, as I was saying, A&M can get after the QB with the best of them in the nation. Um, I think LSU does win 41-38. I was saying number 3 A&M is atop the SEC. They want to come in and make a statement. Um, LSU needs to bounce back. I don't think either defense really shows up for this game. Um, is Whit Weeks playing?
Yeah,
Like, do
nobody's
we?
out. Actually, nobody's even on the injury report. So Tyree Adams may be playing at left tackle because he's not even
Maybe
on
I'll
the
change the
injury report.
score. I'll go 34-31 instead of 48-40 instead of 38 instead of. I'll go 34-31, but I think
Oh, he
I'm
is
taking
out.
LSU to win 34-31. But I think if whoever wins the game is gonna win an absolute shootout.
Yeah,
I
so he's
like
the
it.
only guy that's out. Is Tyree Adams.
Pat,
Pat, you're
What?
sideways.
Your screen is
Bro,
black
my phone, it's black.
on
Oh, I
my
can
end.
What the
see.
Yeah,
hell is going on? I'm
I
not even
can.
on the Wi-Fi.
Hold on.
And my phone won't turn. I took the screen lock off and it still won't turn.
Oh, Jimmy,
What the
now you're
hell, Jan?
black.
Oh, am I?
Now you're back.
I'm good.
I mean, you're still black, but
Okay.
I can see you.
Yeah, I was gonna say like I was.
What?
Hey,
Pat's gone.
heck on, heck on.
41-38. What'd you say the score was?
Hey, there we go.
38-31?
Dude, this isn't turning. I don't know. No, I changed it. It'll be 34-31. I don't
Okay,
think
quick
40. I
upset.
don't think. Oh, yeah.
Quick upset.
Oh,
So I gotta head out.
mine wasn't.
Yeah, what the hell?
Are you going to the
Mine was.
gym?
Yeah,
Hey, I got coming off a monumental emotional win and coming off a emotional loss. Give me Stanford over Miami.
bro. If that happens, I'm gonna fucking laugh my ass off.
It's either that
But
or I pick Cal over Virginia Tech. One of the two.
I have BYU winning at Iowa State.
they are underdog, right? Like two
BYU's
and a
only
half.
12.
Yeah, 2.5 point underdog.
I think. Hate to say it, offense continues to struggle. We lost our All American for at least 3 weeks.
Dude.
If we can't play at Kentucky, if we can't play in a quiet ass field at Kentucky, I don't know how the hell we're gonna handle some cowbells in
That's
Stark
fair.
Vegas.
Wait, who's out for 3 weeks?
Taft.
Michael Taft,
Oh yeah, dice. I literally sent that yesterday.
and it's not only that he's our leading tackler and he's our leader on defense. It's like the communication.
Yeah,
Like he might as well have the green dot on his helmet for defense because
Yeah.
you can see it on the TV copy. Like he's telling guys go here, go there, and we're gonna miss that a lot, especially on the road, especially
that.
against this very shoot Mississippi State team could hurt us.
Yeah,
So I mean,
and he's your security blanket D. A corner gets beat, he's there over the top.
yeah. He plays great in the run game too. He comes down and crashes on guys, but yeah, I think
He's a lot like Dylan Thiemann. They're very similar.
yeah, I think we'll take an L to Mississippi State. I feel really bad doing it, but I got to keep it real.
It's the reverse
Uh,
psychology. It's the reverse psychology. Now
hey,
you
hey, hey,
you want them to
hey,
prove you
you
wrong.
know, yeah, 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 yeah. So either way, I feel kind of good.
Yeah. Either way, you can't lose. You either got to pick right or your team wins.
Yeah. So we'll see. But if we do win and Vandy does win, that's gonna be a nice. That's gonna be a top 20 matchup in Austin.
Yeah.
That'll be a good game.
Oh, it's in Austin.
Yeah.
I might have to pull up to that. Nah, I'm just kidding. But
Guys, Pat, you got a trivia?
yeah, I do. I do.
What you got?
Um, since Joe Paterno is no longer the winningest head coach because his record was vacated of 111 wins thanks to Jerry Sandusky. Who is the all-time winningest college football head coach
Active or
Oh,
ever?
oh, he was the all-time. Damn.
ever? Like
Is
Joe
it Nick
Paterno was the
Saban?
all-time. Who is the? Nah,
Is it
Not
Bobby
Saban.
Bowden?
It has to be
Is it
That was
Bobby
too
Bowden?
yeah,
fast.
they were so good, bro.
Yeah,
They won 10 games a
yeah.
year for like 30 years straight.
I
They
didn't
were
realize
good.
he was at Florida State for like 70 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From 76 to 09.
I have a quick
Well, man,
trivia.
look like that. Yeah, yeah.
Pat, you might know this, but
Judge.
you
Joe
can.
Paterno was there from 1966 to 2012.
Pat, you might know this because I said it the other day to you, but you can still answer it if you want. But who is the only FBS team to not score 25 points against another FBS team?
I remember you telling me I'm not going to say the answer.
Wait, repeat the question?
Who is the only
There is one.
FBS team to not score 25 or more points against an FBS opponent this season?
Oh, this season.
Yeah.
You said this season?
Yeah, this season.
Oh, against the FBS opponent? Probably. I know we haven't scored 25 against a power four opponent, but FBS, it's got to be. Is it a power four team or is it a group of five?
Oh, it's a Power 4 team. They're on my screen, actually.
Auburn?
Nope, it's LSU.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yep.
Damn. That's bad.
17, 20, 17, 23, 20, 24, 20, 24.
Wow.
Yep.
They have yet to have a 100-yard rusher in a game.
Yep.
I'm looking at that right now
Jesus.
too. You've
Our,
had you've
our
had
own.
one 100-yard receiver, and that was for South Carolina. Bro, what the
Guys, I
fuck?
got a good one.
I'm ready.
BYU freshman Bear Bachmeier starts his BYU career seven. His college he starts his college career 7-0. Can you name the other four quarterbacks that started their other three quarterbacks? I'm sorry, that started their college career at least 7-0 or better as a true freshman.
Tim Tebow.
J-
Tebow?
Yeah.
No. You said freshman. You said freshman.
Jameis
As true
Winston.
freshman or yeah,
True freshman.
Jameis. Oh, true freshman.
James was a
So,
Jameis
redshirt.
was a red shirt.
so Jameis is on there. Yeah.
Oh.
True freshman.
Did Colt McCoy start as a true freshman? No, right? He was behind Vince.
He was behind Vince.
Bryce Young.
He didn't start as a
Good,
true freshman.
good pick, but no, he lost to
Oh,
A&M. Or he didn't even start as a freshman. Yeah, Bryce didn't even start as a freshman.
Mm-mm.
Guys who just came into college like fresh and just lit it up.
Chris Winkie.
Trevor Lawrence.
You got one,
Trevor
Pat. Trevor
Lawrence.
Lawrence. Yep,
Yeah.
he went 15-0.
Jacob, who'd you
Tua.
say? Yeah.
Tua.
He wasn't a true freshman.
No.
No, Tua came. He came in and Natty's a true freshman. He
You're
started the
really
next
Yeah,
year
but
hot.
I mean,
as a red
Trevor
shirt.
didn't. Trevor didn't start the year as a starter.
You're really warm.
Jalen
Yep,
Hurts.
Jalen Hurts. He went to the Natty as a freshman. He
Yeah,
was
and
the
then Tua
first. He was the
replaced him,
first true
right?
freshman that Saban. He was the first true freshman Saban ever started.
Yeah.
So we got
So there's one
Got one
more.
more guy.
Deshaun Watson. Deshaun Watson.
No, he didn't start.
Good, good pick, but no, he He was in the same era as the Trevor Lawrence and Jalen Hurts. Same exact era. He wasn't that great, but
Jake Fromm.
bingo.
Jake Fromm. Yeah, he's
Yep,
ass.
he wasn't that good.
When he said he wasn't that great, I know he was carried by talent. Yeah,
Jake from State
yeah.
Farm.
I
That was a
always
good
wonder.
question.
I always wondered what Georgia. That was that. I really like that one. That was dope. Um,
Hey,
real fast,
hey,
real fast.
all
I know
three
you
of
gotta
those
go.
quarterbacks playing the Natty their freshman year. Bear Bachmeyer, BYU. Just saying. No, I'm
No.
playing.
Um, real fast because I know you gotta go. In the episode for week 5, I talked about how the top 7 portal classes were 7-0. I mean, we're
I
27 and
remember
0.
that.
Um, since I mentioned that on the podcast, those teams have combined to go 10 and 11.
Because Tech lost, Oregon. Who else
Oregon
was on that
lost,
list?
LSU lost,
LSU has lost twice.
Oregon. I have it right
LSU
here.
lost twice.
Oregon, Tech, Miami, LSU. Um, LSU, Tech, Miami, Ole Miss, Oregon, Florida State, and Missouri.
Jeez.
So Florida State is really bringing them down, but
So
the
is
other teams have
LSU. They
lost
have
one or
2
two games.
losses on there. LSU has 2 of those 10
Crazy,
Oh
man.
losses.
yeah, since yeah.
Nasty work. But hey, let's do
When
it
are you gonna go?
again on a Sunday, guys.
I'm down.
We'll be back with the week 9 recap. Hopefully it's a good week. Hopefully my upset pick is not correct. But we'll see. We'll see, man. But that was another great episode. Please make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe if you're watching this on YouTube and made it this far. I appreciate you a lot. And go follow us on Instagram, CFB_enthusiasts. That's where you find our short form videos. But without further ado, I'm Jimmy. That's Jacob. That's Pat. We out.
Peace.
Peace.